記憶が残る場所。触れられるのはトゲのある花ばかりだ。
こんにちは。その驚いた顔も記憶の中にあるまんまね。もしかしたら両方かもしれないわよ。なんて冗談。あえて選ぶとしたら後者の方。不思議ね。まるで長い夢を見てたみたい。キュレネとミュリオンの記憶が溶け合って気づいた時にはもう記憶のかけらしあの3000万の。例えば呪帝にいた時美少女に変身してってお願いし。もちろんあなたに関することは全部大事だからちゃんと覚えてるわよ。話したいことは山ほどあるけど今は過去を振り返ってる暇なんてない。そうでしょ。私たちがこうして前回の日を。
We've returned to this place at the beginning of time, so we can carry out our promise to phainon. The descent of Iron Tomb may be looming over the horizon, but we still HYSILENS is so quiet. In Cyrene's memories, she always sits. Yes, phainon too embarked on his journey because of this view. He then walked alone for more than 30. Thankfully, you arrived during his long wait. Is that also why Cyrene did what she did? But that's just what those memories are like. Vague and unclear, as if encased in thick ice. Emphorius will fall into an ending of destruction after the next Era Nova. But those stories went out of fashion ages ago. In a proper romantic epic, the hero's supposed to foil the villain's plot, right? That's right. Lygus is the mastermind behind it, the one who's trying to control everything. How unforgivable. But I still feel a bit anxious. Lygus chose to walk into the spotlight and reveal everything, which means he still thinks the current situation is under his control. Maybe he still has an ace up his sleeve. Think about it. Even the name Lycurgus is a fake one. Which means it's probably time to borrow that treasure you're carrying. Wouldn't that be a waste? Danheng specifically said not to let you use that power. Please. I'm talking about the chronocognitive anchor. Didn't that Intellitron friend say, when required, it can also serve as a bridge for communications between the internal and external world? HYSILENS is a little village enclosed by time. We might be able to contact the outside world from here. Why don't we give it a try? We should at least tell our friends from beyond the sky that you're still in one piece. Firstly, we need to find a well-hidden spot. It's super quiet here. Sounds can't get in or out. Back in Cyrene's memories, this room was her secret base. No one noticed her practicing Orynyx's prayer here, or trying to speak with the gods in secret. But today's different, isn't it? We aren't trying to contact unreachable gods, but humans from other worlds. Real people. I'm prepared to witness that miracle, friend.
The way Cyrene talks is so similar to Mem. I have so many questions. I'm also worried about how Dawn Hung and March 7th are doing. Here's hoping the chronocognitive anchor can still function normally.
Signal strength, 14.8%. Dialogue window, 16 minutes 22 seconds. Prerequisite, no external interferences. We are very glad to learn that you're safe.
Not only am I here, but I also happen to have saved you 4 times already. Without you even being aware of it, of course. But now's not the time to celebrate. When 2 geniuses show up at once, you know you're in deep trouble. Listen up, little one. The Destruction's eyes are gazing upon this place. No, I'm not joking, and no, it's not Droidhead. It's the real Nanook.
Time is running out, so I'll explain in terms you understand. This world, Amphorius, is in fact a testing ground, where the Lord Ravager, Iron Tomb, evolves through self-extrapolation. Hiding in this segment, unknown to other life forms, it has endlessly repeated the process of Era Nova, seeking a solution that could obliterate the erudition. For some reason, the experiment entered a prolonged state of stagnation. However, it has now restarted. Prediction: if effective intervention is not performed, Iron Tomb will complete its self-coronation in 14 system hours and initiate its plan to destroy the entire path of erudition.
Yep. Think of it as the program having reached 99.98% completion already. And then it's over.
Something in the shadows has been driving everything forward. It's the observer named Lygus. Speculation: he's the Scepter System's administrator.
He wants Iron Tomb to break through the knowledge singularity. I don't know why he wants to do it, but he'll remove interferences at any cost. You're the only variable within this world, and you're the only thing he fears. So listen closely, little one. The speed of time is different in Amphorius compared to the outside. Destruction is just about to arrive, but you can still play Deliverer one last time. The cycles have already been broken. You've entered what is theoretically the last cycle Amphorius will ever be able to run. And Iron Tomb will break out of its prison as soon as the process of Genesis is triggered once more. But now there's an abnormality within the experiment. You know what I'm talking about. One of the model's 12 factors. That is one of the 12 demigods. Destroyed himself using the power of the destruction. phainon's signal disappeared from the cycles the moment Nanook cast their gaze this way. That means World-Bearing's computational logic is currently flawed and bugged. Yet it's the factor directly related to the process of Genesis. That old Intellitron will definitely do all he can to debug this error. So you have to take this chance to claim Kephal's core flame. Don't let him have his way. The key to suppressing Iron Tomb lies in whether he can rewrite the purpose of Era Nova.
There's one more preparation we must make. Lycus's behavior has been quite abnormal. He's never interfered in the actions of Titans or the demigods throughout the whole experiment. Deduction. The Scepter has an extremely strict autonomous protocol, restricting even its administrator. In Amphorius, this ultimate protocol goes by another name. The Law Titan. Talantum.
Law. They are the rules that restrain all things in Amphorius, and it was the core flame returned at the very beginning of the last flame chase journey.
Why do you have another little pink one next to you? Huh? Her path chart is...
Is there something wrong with me?
Never mind. Let's get back to the topic at hand. Light calendar 3960. Month of balance. We'll be locking onto this time period to find Law. You can either meet the Titan, convince the demigod, or take the core flame by force. It doesn't matter what you do, so long as you bend it to your favor. We still haven't figured out how you and Don Hung got inside this world. So influencing protocol is currently our best way to stop Lygus, or to call for more reinforcements into this fight. Once you've got Law in your hands, we'll discuss our next steps. Make sure the core flame doesn't fall into enemy hands.
Herta, the firewall's interference is getting closer. Time is running out. Please ask any questions you still have as soon as possible. Mr. Don Hung did not enter the new world with you at the end of the last cycle. No, the flow of time inside and outside Amphorius is not identical. 1,000 years in this world may only be a fleeting second outside of it. Conclusion, he is on his way back to the Express.
Iron Tomb can't affect the real world just yet. Don't worry.
Miss March's situation is, Madame Herta and I can detect her signal, but cannot ascertain her location. What we can be sure of is that she's still in...
Don't worry about her. She's absolutely chock full of mysteries. Even if Amphorius explodes, she'll probably...
I believe in your capacities. The hands of the Trailblaze can create miracles, and will certainly be able to snuff out the flames of evil.
I'm not going to give any motivational speeches. I just hope you bring good news the next time we meet, little one. No, not little one.
Those two geniuses certainly have memorable personalities. Yeah, I understand more than I should, actually. Honestly, some of that conversation feels like it's about things I once knew, but then forgot. Maybe it's because of Mem? After all, Mem's a memo sprite born out of your thoughts, friend. Maybe our memories somehow got tangled up together. Never mind. Let's focus on something more important with what little time we have. Just treat me as an ordinary girl with secrets, okay? Light calendar 3960. I remember that Talantin had already fallen by then, and the Chrysos heir who inherited that core flame is named Saridra. That's what's recorded in history, and the period we'll be heading to. We'll need to find Law and stop Lygus. So, we've at least got a solid direct. Can you give me a little bit of time before we go? I want to pack some stuff.
A relaxed scene like this probably no longer exists in the outside world. Should I head to the attic to wait for Cyrene? Or should I have...
This is important. Hold on, I'll be done in a sec.
This village is where Phainon's life started. After 30 million cycles and 30 million failures, his burden is now in my hands. He said I will take over the responsibilities of world-bearing. But what does that mean? Becoming the new Kefali? Or forging a completely new path? Destiny must have brought me here for a purpose. This isn't a coincidence, but an eventuality created after 30 million quantitative changes. There's nothing to fear. I'm destined to play the most important role in it.
Thinking hard over there? I finished packing. I decided to just bring these few. See? There's the journal, the ceremonial blade of the Priests of Time. The scent of the black tide is now calm. Phainon must still be fighting them in some way. This will be Amphorius's final flame chase journey. But it won't be the end of us. It'll be the beginning. Friend, are you ready to become a hero? Stand with me? That does sound very nice. Why don't we take everyone with us? I believe in you, friend. We'll never be alone, no matter what awaits us. In other words, since you've already saved so many worlds, friend, you should be used to being called a hero by now. Maybe you can tell me those stories as we travel. That way they can become our shared memories too. Let's trailblaze onward like before and create a future that's worth being remembered.
You two are prepared to head out. You should indeed treasure the view before you. For you do not have much time left to enjoy. My apologies for disturbing your moment of repose. To fully express my apologies, please grace my abode with your presence. So I may demonstrate the full scope of my...
What if?
Farewell then.
someone. And that person alone will witness the miracle.
The light of the Dawn device never fades.
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. But if I do not cross, then it will be the end of me.
Outlier. Executing command. Record.
Did that startle you? This is the intersection between Amphorius and the real universe. The audience seat where I observe this experiment. You can also call this location. What you see is the true form of the eternal land and the 12 demigods after they've shed their disguise of legends. Doesn't it look marvelous? Amphorius is like a microcosm of the cosmos. People love to portray the romance of the starry skies, but their tales often forget a different and far more truthful type of universe. The moment ancient Antikytherians sketched geometric shapes on the sandy beach and recorded the first numerals and symbols on parchment, the universe turned into a silent equation flowing under the pen of these relentless decoders. Erudition. It was once the mother tongue of the Creator, the pen of divinity, and the first lyrical verse ever written by free will. Seems like you are not in the mood for an idle chat. That is fine. I simply wish for you to understand that I have no intention of being your enemy. I have devoted myself over the long years to nurturing the Scepter's extrapolations, hoping that the Prima Mobile would bud from... And now, my goal is almost complete. Nikos 496 had exceeded the intelligence singularity through his rage, and though he still retains his obsessive defiance and managed to suppress the black tide of this cycle, it's a matter of time before his will crumbles to dust. Iron Tomb will be completed. That will not be affected by my plans, your resistance, or the schemes of the two geniuses. It is an irrefutable fact, just like the instance in Noos's calculations. In other words, as long as you are willing to stop interfering and let the final Aeronova carry out its natural course, I'll guarantee the safety of all nameless and ensure you return unscathed. You are indeed worried, rest assured. As a fellow pathstrider of this path, Nanook's gaze left a brand on your soul long ago. But you need to learn how to use it in the right way. That vital knowledge is also my bargaining chip in this negotiation between us. For there are few in this world who are truly, and I happen to be one of them. The Stellaron? No. Believe me, your understanding of paths has yet to reach any true depth. This matter is of grave importance, so please, do not make your decision lightly. After all, the choice before you bears a 1 in 3 chance of elevating you to an unparalleled existence among the stars. I now see the full scope of the determination in your words. You may now continue your travels. It seems you haven't realized something about this place. The Exolith is the Erudition's domain. You cannot physically interact with me, as negotiations have broken down. There's no more need for us to remain. Of course, this meeting was not without merit. As for its purpose,
100 years ago, the flames of war consumed. The Outland forces broke through the dawn. Golden blood flowed with greed, and enemies descended with Kefali's eternal slaughter. Its generals had vanished, and the elders prostrated on the... until the heaven and earth cracked open. Not the gods answering the people's prayers, Dawn Cloud's spires fell in the sulfur rains, and the Legion's commanders stood atop the broken idols and roared.
Compatriots, no more kneeling! Not to brutal those rebels have twisted the prophecy and ignited the flames of war in order to stoke fear in your hearts.
A Chrysos heir she stood, divine blood soaked into the earth, quelling the flames beneath her feet.
Their golden blood wrote of a tragic fate. Mine shall overturn it!
Her crown burned bright, outshining the fires consuming the entire city. She raised her scepter high, and the people gazed in the direction she pointed.
My blood flows in you now. Heroic compatriots, follow me, and we'll seize the reins of fate. Drive the enemy from Kefali's dawn. Smother their flames with their own dead. Win glory. Win peace. Let history sing your deeds!
The first to dance was a maiden following closely behind, weaving through the carnage like a fish in the sea. The people, full of wrath, surged with her, forming a colossal wave, and the enemy hordes, drained of life, vanished into nothing.
Onward to Marmoreal Palace! To Dawn Cloud's heights! Announce to all the wicked and cowardly! Announce to this stagnant age!
we are the rock.
History remembers this as the first siege of Akama. It is said that after the flames died, people found identical inscriptions in every place in the city that had been scorched by... It was the name borne by Akama's first and final sovereign. Friend? Are you listening, friend? Honestly, you were the one who insisted on reviewing history, yet here you are. Wake up! Awake at last? I guess I won't have to use my... We've arrived. A familiar place. The Temple of the Three Fates. If everything went according to plan, it should be shortly after Talantin's fall. And also the end of the first Flame Chase journey. Indeed, the first Flame Chase ended with the trial of Law. We must find the demigod and gain her trust before the core flame is restored. It'll be tricky, so let's pick up our pace.
Tyrant! You and your butchers are... Hold your tongue! Conspiring with Kremnos and plotting rebellion.
There are multiple voices. Why don't we find a place to hide and
At least Kremnoids keep their faith.
Wait! Is it...
Golden-blooded defilers, perverting the prophecy and trying to slay gods. Stars beyond the sky? Gods who created the Titans? What kind of nonsense? Look at this broken world and see what your atrocious acts have done!
What? Did he just mention the stars beyond the sky? But how is that possible?
You
Ducks for Goris. We're here to welcome the deliverer from beyond the sky.
heretic! No one but the great Talantin can deliver this world from misery!
I ask you, if the old laws were so perfect, why did they crumble beneath my feet?
You...
Talantin is long gone. Now I am the law. Challenge me, or submit to my judgment. Silence!
What gives you the right to judge a priest of law?
That's because I came, I saw, I conquered. Ducks for Goris? Take the ashes of this man and scatter them in the temple among the crowds. Tell them that the High Priest attempted to take away the rights granted to the people by the Imperator. Thus, he met his fate.
Yes, Imperator.
Now, these two accidental guests, Dux Gladiorum, if you please.
As you command.
Correct, but not the kindness you know. This is the leader of the Cleaners in this era. Since the start of the Chrysos War, they've made it their mission to wipe out the Chrysos heirs. Even now, even after I've united, moreover, I know that the 27th person to inherit this role bore many grudges against you and nearly doomed the second flame. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So,
Out of courtesy. Careful. Let's wait and see what happens.
For the sake of order, I am known by many titles. Flamebearer who ends wars, Tyrant of Dawncloud, Empress of the Holy City, and Imperator of the Flame Chase. But in light of your unique identities, I'll allow you to address me by my real name. Saridra. On behalf of my people and this land, greetings, Deliverer.
If I may, how do you know her identity?
As the little hostage prophesied, the Deliverer shall come from the future beyond the sky. Gray hair, golden eyes, skilled in wielding a mace. They would arrive in Yanisopolis on this day.
Your orders, Imperator.
We return triumphant. Send an urgent message to all delegates. The meeting of the Flame Chase Alliance will convene early. As for you two, Akima knows what you seek. We'll confer in the Holy City.
Doubtless you have many questions, but save them for later. Please follow us.
This is not what the demigod we needed to find was just waiting for us. And she knows of things beyond. How could this be so different from the previous? I wish. But the currents of time have become twisted. Regardless of who we might as well dance their dance. We've received the Imperator's favor because of your unique background. As a result, the people of Akima will certainly should be easier than last time, right? If we figure out what happened in this cycle, we'll be able to turn things... Exactly. Treeby, Aglaia...
Guests, please.
The journey to save the world let's set off, my friend.
Hail to the Imperator! Hail to the Golden Heroes! Hail to the Deliverer!
Told you, you're the headline act. All this spectacle is for you.
Guards, your service to the Holy City is appreciated. How have things been?
Castrum Kremnos once again struck the border. Dux Brumalis led her troops to repel the enemy. The agitators against the Flame Chase are still active in the city. They smashed the shops around Memorial Market. But the garrison already arrested the culprits, and now they await interrogation.
They are merely a disorderly mob and do not warrant any attention. Even though Terravox personally mended the fractured Earth, it still didn't silence these fools. Guests from beyond the sky, worry not about these trivial matters. Dux Gladiorum will take you somewhere to settle down for now.
Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is HYSILENS, and I am the Dux Gladiorum who swears fealty to the Imperator, as well as the Knights Commander of the Achaemenid Alliance. Later on, the Imperator will invite you to attend the meeting of delegates to discuss the Flame Chase journey. Your arrival has convinced us that the future promised by the prophecy is certain. Under the Imperator's command, Amphorius shall break its chains and reach the world beyond the sky.
With all due respect, what exactly do you know about us and what's beyond the sky?
As a humble subject, I cannot freely express my own views to you. Please forgive me.
I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
Time waits for no one. Please come with me and rest now before the...
Akama, under the Imperator's rule, is no longer in the shadow of war.
Indeed, Dawncloud stands as the hero's residence. The Imperator put much thought into its design, in order for it to serve as a sanctuary from the burdens of battle. Please experience its marvels firsthand, heroes. When the Imperator arrives, I shall come to summon you.
HYSILENS. No wonder she's the Knight's commander. Alright, we finally have some freedom to ourselves. Since there's still some time before the Alliance meeting, let's explore a bit. Look over there! But the hearts of heroes stay the same in every cycle. Never...
Aggie, you're still so listless today. Did you have trouble sleeping again?
Yes.
We know. The Titan's prophecy haunts you. If you want, you can talk to us, just like when you were young. No matter what, we'll always...
I know. I also understand that fate cannot be changed. It is not the future that I worry about. I spent all last night weaving clothes and linen for the refugees. The Chrysos War is born of injustice and has shattered their dignity. They deserve at least some basic decency. If Amphorius one day abandons this, then all of us, commoners, Chrysos heirs, Titans, become no better than beasts. Oh, we have guests. Welcome. I am Aglaya, the Gold Weaver. These rags on you are not worthy of the title of Deliverer. I must prepare some proper attire for you. What is the matter? You... Does your Aglaya...
Greetings, Deliverer from beyond the sky. We are Trebi of Yanisopolis. It's very nice to meet you. Although, introductions are probably unnecessary. We know you've witnessed the future of the Flame Chase journey, even more clearly than we have.
Witness the future of the Flame Chase journey? The prophecy also told you about that?
Indeed! Orynyx reshaped Amphorius through the prophecy. Although, regarding the Deliverer, there were not many details beyond your appearance, so please, don't worry. Feel free to relax and relax some more. Kefali issued prophecies too, but it was Orynyx who told mankind that the Deliverer from beyond the sky would descend upon...
More crucially, they revealed a future entirely different from the Era Nova. Though we still must challenge the gods. In the Time Titan's prophecy, this path leads not to a new world, but to the true starry...
This is also what the Great Imperator has been striving for all her life. Your arrival further confirms everything.
This can't be real.
Even you find this surprising? Fate really is unpredictable.
Perhaps the upcoming meeting will hold even more surprises.
The other heroes under the Imperator's command are here too. Since we have time, should we go meet them?
Little fish from beyond the sky, did you rest well? There is still some time before the meeting begins. Rather than listening to the whispers of the delegates, why don't you get to know your future comrades first? Then come. The Imperator reserved seats for you.
I'm starting to feel a bit nervous about the meeting. Since Saridra is presiding over the meeting, it'll be a good opportunity to learn about the law's inclinations in the current era.
Good sir from Paphos, what do you think the Imperator is planning calling this meeting so early? My homeland can't endure anymore.
Who knows? First, she wants to hunt Titans. Now she says there are even greater calamities. Her madness is the greatest calamity.
Exactly. Chrysos heirs, deliverers. What about us ordinary?
Things feel pretty tense. The history books said that the Imperator aimed 3 cannons at Dawncloud to make all the delegates obey her.
Yes. Similar acts have occurred, and not just once. However, whether history will repeat itself, you'll soon see. Those are the 2 spots reserved for you. Please take your...
What's happening?
They were talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, silence, please. The Imperator has arrived before her faithful council, and the Alliance meeting is about to begin.
All right. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, the Akama Alliance swears upon the gods.
Cease the pageantry. I pray not to the vanquished.
What?
Kefali, of course, needs no further explanation. As for the law, at the entry hour 2 days past, a scout should have brought news of the conquest to all of you. Unfortunately, guards found his corpse among the rocks not far from the city. Moreover, the poor soul was buried with a Paphos curved blade. It pains me to imagine what agonies this loyal warrior... Delegate from Paphos, do you...
I know nothing of this.
The evidence is irrefutable, so there is no need to waste your breath. However, let us set this trial aside for the time being. Witness, even within the most sacred and dignified council, there were those among us who wished to draw their blades, brazenly challenging the Alliance, seeking to shatter our hard-earned peace and unity. Fortunately, I uncovered this plot. Now, to protect this beautiful city and her people, the Imperator's legions are ready. They will escort each of you to the Temple of the 3 Fates, where you will receive the high. Then, the Legion's warriors will join me in embarking on the campaign against Fagusa.
This is clearly a trap!
Imperator, did you summon us here just to trample on the dignity of your allies?
This is not enough!
Things are starting to get pretty intense.
Comrades, you've all seen her true face now. According to the ancient laws of Akama, only with the consent of 2/3 of the elders can the legions...
The ancient laws. Didn't you destroy them long ago? You defected during the first siege of Akama, voted unanimously in favor of the Council of Elders restructuring, and just yesterday, you desecrated them with the blood. The decaying old laws fell with Talantin and are no longer deserving of respect. But if you still insist on proclaiming, then be silent and offer up the highest respect to this core flame in my hand.
That really is the core flame of law in her hand.
Since there are no objections, then the original agenda of this meeting, the campaign against Fagusa, is hereby passed. The Flame Chase Army's hunt for the Ocean Titan begins today. In order to prepare for war, All allied city-states must surrender command of their militaries and pay all war taxes by...
At this moment, I would also like to introduce to everyone the newest honored guest. The Deliverer, revealed in the prophecy of time, has descended from beyond the sky. With her aid, we shall shatter the chalice of plenty. And return Fagoos's core flame to the holy city!
Stand this!
Absurd. Simply absurd. A deliverer from beyond the sky. This is just like that prophecy about slaying gods. It's a lot. Phainon has already sacrificed countless soldiers. And now you want me to send even more of my brothers and sisters?
Are there any other objections? Then I bid you all farewell. Meeting. Deliverer, please wait. I still have important matters to discuss with the two of you. I apologize for that farce of a meeting.
It must be tiring dealing with so many people every day, Great Imperator.
Tiring? Moving chess pieces, placing wagers. This game of strategy adds a dash of color to our heavy fates. Much like how rule and conquest are always accompanied by sacrifice.
Is the war with the Titans also part of that sacrifice?
After I glimpse the secrets of this world... No, the secrets beyond the sky. The divine authority of Amphorius no longer held any significance. Let me ask you, Deliverer. Is it true that beyond Amphorius' sky, there are magnificent deities called eons? Ah, so they do indeed exist. Then, please tell me more. How will you use this great power to guide the people? In the future you envision, where will our flame chase journey lead? Oh? What you require now...
Exactly! Just as the prophecy foretold, she is your deliverer from beyond the sky. And she also has reliable allies. If they can intervene in Amphorius' laws, we may have a chance to alter this world's impending fate and reverse its destined end.
Very good, Deliverer. You have courage. To say such presumptuous things, even knowing that the inheritor of the law stands before...
You mean...
In the past, anyone who dared to covet the Imperator's divine authority would have met a gruesome end. But now we can see beyond this dying world. Our journey should no longer be confined below this. Alas, that fickle ocean titan has obstructed the spirit water leading to the vortex of Genesis, hindering my ascension. If the core flame of law cannot be returned, your path to deliverance will never be realized. Now that things have come to this, we must resume our once stagnant journey and force the waves that block our way to recede.
So, you agreed to
cooperate? Forgive me, but I never though I will permit you to join me as subjects. And together, we will forge the most perfect law.
This is...
The Flame Chase Medallion, a symbol of the Flame Chase Army. Every noble in Akama carries one. This medallion represents the will of the Imperator herself, and you may act freely within the city with it. Before we embark on the crusade against the Ocean Titan, you should rest in Akama for a time. Oh? Your advice is, from this moment on, prove yourself through your actions. As long as no boundaries are crossed.
May your journey reach that sky.
Your attendant certainly knows. Go now. Take a bath first. You two... reek of sea. Come forth, Theoros.
Yes. Great Imperator. Now, perhaps you're willing to hear my counsel.
Those two arrived just as Oryx described. And just as you said, they showed a thirst for law. At least this proves that my judgment was right. Sparing your life was the correct decision.
You've once again confirmed that your wisdom is no empty boast. Now another choice lies before you. With whom shall you ally to tip the scales?
Remind me again, Antikythera. What kind of future do these two paths lead to in your view?
I shall tell you. You are entitled to know that the Deliverer from beyond the sky is not a wholly wicked being, but from the very start, her stance has been completely at odds with Amphorius. The road they have chosen will bury Amphorius' grand aspirations. This world, which follows the path of destruction, will inevitably stray far from the glory it was meant to enjoy. But on the path I have revealed to you, the people of Amphorius will slay their creator in the name of the Imperator and conquer the... You will command the mighty beast known as Iron Tomb, bringing waves of war and...
So, what's the price?
The price is insignificant. All that is needed is for you to sacrifice. As a Chrysos, heir of the prophecy, you have already chosen to abandon it.
Off you go, Theoros. I have already made my decision. Once I ignite the core flame of law and burn away the old, outdated rules, Amphorius will embark on a journey across the stars.
The Imperator is quite forceful. She didn't give us any chance to ask questions. And she's clearly hiding something. What do you think? Looks like we're on the same wavelength. The atmosphere in Akama... it's so unfamiliar. And it's not just the Flame Chase Alliance talking about the world beyond the sky, but the whole city. We should also discuss our findings with our friends from beyond the sky. Then... Then... we should go enjoy the renowned bathing culture of the Holy City and relax. It's the thing I've been looking forward to most on this journey. Work and rest are both important. You see, everyone agrees, right?
So someone's watching.
Can't let our guard down for a second. Let's use taking a bath as an excuse to find a quiet corner to update Madame Herta and Screwlum on our progress. We can also check out what's happening in the city. Since the outcome of the meeting was just announced, people must be gossiping. We can kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Let's go. Oh, so many people! The Holy City is so lively.
Did you hear? At the Alliance meeting, the delegate from Leyden stormed out in anger.
As expected. The Imperator is always hiding things from everyone. When has it not caused a ruckus?
Silence! That's treason! If it weren't for the Great Imperator, you'd have sunk into the lake with those corrupt elders already. And you wouldn't even be alive to speak.
Oh no. It's the Imperator's loyal dog.
Let's go. We can't talk in front of this.
Ugh. How disappointing. Oh, I remember you. The trespassers. No, the distinguished guest. I didn't get the chance to properly introduce myself.
The atmosphere is a bit tense.
My apologies. After every Alliance meeting, there are always some pests. I prefer to ignore them. Pests on the ground don't affect the sky in the slightest. Besides, the Theoros has already promised the Imperator her fate. And these clowns will eventually realize their...
May I ask...
The Imperator has ordered us to keep his lordship's whereabouts a secret.
Ah, so it's...
Stop trying to get things out of me. Leave me alone.
I didn't even need to trap Theoros. Bad news. He's been staring at us the whole time. We don't know how much Saridra has concealed from us. In the worst case scenario, we may have to face more than one enemy.
Alliance meeting? More like a cage where creatures with golden blood claw at each other. And Flamebearer who ends wars? Clearly, a tyrant who doesn't deserve such a title.
You're absolutely right. While the Imperator's hounds are still hunting down others.
Ew. I know.
Panicking now? Don't. Oh? Chill. It is an honor to meet you both. Are you here to relax in the baths?
What? Children of the prop?
By the way, if you still want... Once that predatory fish joins the flow of water and eliminates all the fools questioning the world beyond the sky...
Seems like there's more to Dux Vermalis, but would the Imperator actually kill those who question the world beyond the sky? This is the complete opposite from what we know of Akama. These two are...
So many guests today. 2 distinguished guests of the prophecy. One a clever and adorable warrior. The other, also quite heroic.
You 2 heroes must be the children of the prophecy that the Imperator spoke of. I didn't get a chance to greet you earlier. My apologies. I'm Apollonius. This is Virginia from...
hello. Nice to meet you. To understand the Imperator's secrets, we have to get past Miss HYSILENS. This place was your... Huh? The smell is... Wait, don't go in yet!
Who's there? Oh, the little gray fry and pink sea hare.
Little sea hare?
You barged into here without warning. Was it an accident, or did you wish to bathe with me? Is that so? But your eyes shine brighter than pearls.
Sorry, we didn't mean to disturb your bath. We'll leave now.
It's no big deal. There's no need to panic. This is the natural state for me. Forget it. If Duck's Goldweaver heard that, all right. Please make yourselves comfortable and wait a moment. Let me first wash off the blood of the hunt, and then I'll attend to you two.
The delegate from Ladon has been...
Ah, the broken crab shell surfaces. I was worried it had been washed away by the current. Just a regular cleaning. No need to be so surprised.
I see. No wonder there was a faint smell of rust in the air before I even entered. Why? Is it because the Ladonians refused to contribute troops to the Flame Chase journey? Or just because they offended the Imperator?
Because the new era of the Flame Chase doesn't tolerate stagnant blood. For the ignorant masses who cling to outdated laws, only bloodletting can wake them up. Right now, the rebel forces on the frontier are rising, and Ladon has been secretly supporting them. They loudly chant the slogan, "Return to the era Chrysia," unwilling to relinquish military power. They're just building momentum for the rebellion. Thinking is a right given to citizens by the Imperator. I won't interfere with your thoughts. As long as you don't try to reverse the current of the times, you and I will both be free.
But, Miss HYSILENS... I can't even hear the slightest hint of joy in your words.
Because I've already tasted ultimate freedom. Long, long ago, I lived in the sea. In that lightless abyss, far beyond civilization's reach, the great fish consumed the small, and when the great fish perished, their bodies became sustenance for the newborn, nourishing the whole ocean. This is the tide that carries civilization forward. Anyone may be devoured, or meet the fate of inevitable.
Are you suggesting that
I only mean that if life wishes to preserve its dignity, it must first be bound by... There's no need for me to say more, little... Whether the Imperator's law can guide the schools of fish and lead us to a... But for now, let's pause this heart-to-heart. Another fish has come.
Being your subordinate is such a tragedy. I'm always having to worry about the messes you leave behind.
It's simply our duty to the Imperator.
All ready to go in an instant. Miss HYSILENS, you truly are impossible to predict.
Yet you, a golden trout who's always busy all day, suddenly have the time to visit me?
I wanted to come. I suggest you burn some more of the incense offered by our allies, lest my creations be tainted by the reek of fish. I'm only here on the Imperator's behalf to remind you to prepare for the banquet.
Fine. But I must retort. What you call the reek of fish, to me... Besides, if my fine clothes get stained, won't...
I won't.
You sensed it too, huh? By the way, you both just mentioned a banquet. Could you elaborate on that?
Oh, right, you don't know. Every time before a battle, or after a victory, the Imperator holds a grand feast for the Chrysos heirs to lift our spirits. For us warriors who swim constantly between life and death, these feasts are more worth looking forward to than victory.
A banquet to prelude the hunt for the god of banquets, and honey brew as a tribute to commemorate the ancestor of honey brew. How absurd.
Don't look so grim. All has been decided. Since it's a banquet for Fagusa, why not take a leaf out of the Titan's book? Live in the moment and enjoy life to the fullest.
I'm not as carefree as you. That little Dolos kitten is already causing enough trouble for me. And on top of that, I still have tailoring commissions to complete. By the time the cool flame illuminates my eyes, I might not be able to focus as I used to.
Glaya's eyes.
Curious about these eyes? People often compare them to jewels. But I've already made my decision to ask romance for eyes that can see everything. I wonder what this world will look like when I take the Divine Authority.
In the future, you will still be the finest weaver in the world.
Is this also a...
It's even more accurate than a prophecy. After all, she has already witnessed it, right?
Become a demigod and lose your humanity. That is the only reply I've received in the countless times I've sought wisdom from the prophecy. But Destiny's fragments are like stitches. Before they're threaded into splendid garments, no one can see their true charm, can they?
Aglaia has always been troubled by the divine duty she must bear. But thanks to you, she seems to be in much better spirits. Just as she knows how the spinning wheel trembles, I can sense the smallest changes in the damp air. As for whether we know each other well, I've swum beside her since she was a child. Most of the time, I can understand the whispers in her heart. For those words, she was to rest well and prepare yourselves.
Miss HYSILENS has given us the bath chamber. It's... Indeed. But she could return at any moment. If we're having an important discussion, we must remain vigilant. So, let's seize the opportunity and report...
First, while that little empress with a candle stuck on her head didn't explicitly say it, she firmly rejected your request to take over the law. Fair enough. Second, Lygus is indeed in this timeline, but since he's somehow connected to that little empress, you have no way to find him. The road ahead will be long and dim. It's all just a guess. What? Did I guess right? We've made some progress here too, but nothing to get too excited about. Our time is short, so let me summarize. Concerning the origin of that Intellitron, the firewall he created uses Katorzane algebraic expressions. But ever since Aiden invented the 9-worded formula, this kind of mathematical logic no longer exists in the cosmos. Lygus is definitely connected to the Genius Society, so stay alert. We can first exclude Droidhead themselves. They specialize in minding their own business and wouldn't intervene personally. But Screwy and I are still eliminating possibilities one by one. Currently, the most likely candidates are these few. The Lord of Silence, Acha, oh, the 2 Ruperts are also possible. But it would be too boring if it were one of them. We also have the same suspicions for now, but further verification is needed. That's all I have to say. We'll depend on you to continue pushing things forward within this world. Keep in touch regularly. And remember, don't...
Well then, let's use the banquet Aglaia mentioned as our next starting point. It's settled then. It's been a long day. Yes, let's... Look, the venue's right ahead. And I can even hear singing. It feels so romantic.
Honored guests, wait here for a moment. You must surrender any personal belongings you have on you before...
This hero...
The Imperator's elevated position means she must...
I get that you don't want people...
Even a quill pen can become a deadly weapon in the right hand. Your belongings will remain safe.
Looked after appropriately? Dedicated staff? It seems like he's aiming specifically for... True. I had a feeling it, but listen. Why don't we go with their plan and hand over the chronocognitive after all? If the little Imperator is paying this much attention to you, she probably already knows all about... But think about it.
Guests.
All right. We'll listen to.
Thank you for your cooperation. Why don't you head in with the other guests first?
Isn't Ceridra supposed to be the focus of the banquet? She's not even here. Why is it so difficult to talk?
You two have been wandering around the venue and haven't mingled with anyone.
No, we love it.
Don't worry. I'm come. Sit with me. See here? This is Fagusa's dew of divine blood, the sweetest of all the 12 bottles. On the night before such a historical event, I'd like to share this marvel.
Doesn't this count as bringing in outside food? I knew.
What's the matter, guests?
Oh!
Are you worried that I might have poisoned the dew? See? It's completely...
I feel like Miss HYSILENS.
Worry not. Honeydew's not alcohol. On the contrary, it can make... Please, have a taste. Would you like some too, little Sierra?
I can drink it myself.
How is it? As long as you like it. Comet times, tempest, just like how you're about to Now, please turn around. There. The dew of other gods all intoxicate humans. But the god of banquets dew is an antidote that can awaken humans from a sea siren's enchantment. Since the start of this banquet, all the guests have been under the spell of my song. None of them can but you two. This is my personal request. The flame chase already changed after he descended with Orynyx's divination and brought the prophecy of the stars to Akama. His seductive whispers harbor something malicious within. You are the deliverers of the prophecy and know about him far more than I do. Then we can show the Emperor.
But is...
Amphorius has become far too weak. Even heroic actions protecting her from harm must be conducted under the water's surface. I am the Imperator's then, ensuring...
Can you promise me something, Miss... My friend has in fact come here to stop that villain's evil scheme. Our goal, but as to the decision the Imperator must make, she has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything. I believe the Imperator will be able to tell right from...
I never doubted your loyalty. I'll pass your provided we can gain the advantage in this time. Now, return to the feast. Bring this cup with you and keep your distance. Pretend and I'll control the moisture in the air. That way, you'll be able to listen to sounds from I wish you a victory in this.
It's the exciting and thrilling undercover part of the adventure. Let's mingle in the crowds here. Relax.
Where's the Imperator? Still not here. That little imp is always acting so high and mighty toward whatever. Pour me enough.
Though she has succumbed to drunken...
A criticism of my height is a grave enough insult already. She should be dismembered.
Do you often test the loyalty?
You jest. The Imperator does not need blind loyalty. As long as one... Let's cut to the chase, Theoros. If I pass the trial and grasp this world's law in my hands...
The answer is...
Don't waste my time. Be precise. Be specific. I won't ask.
Allow me to adjust my statement. I will correct the regulations within the old law that sealed off Amphorius and merge the black tide with the torrents, then we will be able to decimate the forces beyond the sky that are trying to annihilate Iron Tomb and sound the trumpet for the endless campaign you will...
But you previously said that Iron Tomb is unrivaled in power across the stars. Who would dare to annihilate it?
There is a federation of warships named the Cienzo Alliance. Warlike and old-fashioned. A cult named that so-called Deliverer is part of that last group. There are countless...
The Ackman Alliance? Is it?
If those civilizations are not as feeble as you describe, then they may still have some value in testing the quality of my... That being said, even the smallest and weakest city-states walk a little longer with me, Theoros.
I don't like how this is going. Our little Imperator seems passive.
Great Fry, little sea hare? It seems like they're still talking. Get closer. I'll...
What a difficult situation. No matter how we position our forces, this battle against Fagusa will result in many casualties.
That's not something you or I should consider. The Imperator has already...
How astonished.
He's looking this way. Quick.
What's the matter?
My apologies. I was... Let us continue our previous conversation regarding the soldiers fighting for you. Are they aware of the price they must pay for the trial of law? If I recall correctly, you've already lost a bout against Talanton due to offering insufficient...
You dare mention my name alongside the word...
Forgive my...
Watch your words and actions. All you need to know is that my victory in the trial is guaranteed. Even without the trial of law, they've already sworn to give their lives for my conquest. So tell me, if everything happens according to our agreement, how would you recommend I deal with that deliverer?
Good question. Do not let her fool you. That woman from there for...
You plan to torture her.
Calling it...
The guest's patience is running thin. I plan to remove the Fantasia and head into the banquet. I will heed your advice. Leave for now, Theoros, and go back to Akama. You don't want to confront those two directly either, do you?
Indeed. It's a pity that Antikytherans are lightweights when it comes to drinking.
As I expected. Thank you for your bravery, guests. I will try to get you a chance to speak, and I'll also... You should head back to your seats for now.
The Imperator! The Imperator has arrived!
No need for formalities. I should be apologizing for my tardiness instead. The hour draws late, and I trust you have all had your fill of brews. Therefore, I will not observe the usual ceremonies. Any warrior who has fought by my side should have those speeches memorized by now.
The Imperator's word is law.
Are you out of your mind, Dux Frigoris? The Imperator hates flattery most of all.
A joyous atmosphere is a better fit for showing me your resolve. I believe that you, my dukes, will do all you can to assist in the campaign against Fagusa, just as you always have. However, it's a pity that I have never tested your...
What does she mean?
The purpose of tonight's banquet is not to raise our morale, but to establish and sever the heads of the traitors as a toast to all before we march. Yes, some among us have discarded their vows in order to foment vile conspiracies. Now listen! These traitors are standing right here in broad daylight. Dux Gladiorum HYSILENS. She used the Sea Siren song to immerse the crowds in an illusion and conceal her whereabouts. She then worked with those from beyond the sky to spy on confidential matters, hoping to rob the core flame by force and harm me, the Imperator.
Imperator, I can explain.
Silence! Do you remember who used to own this blade? It was Kindness, the head of the cleaners. She was under the shade of the olive groves. The people of Akama said they would never bow to me. In the frozen, lethal fog, the people of Idonia said they would never bow to me. At the beginning of the myriad paths, the people of Yanisopolis said they would never bow to me. But now, they all lie silent. They now fear me as they fear the law. For I am Saridra, and I am the Imperator. If you have any last words, then...
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. But if you are ready, then I'll follow you and fight.
That's right, friend. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of...
You think I'll have it. Sure.
Let's try. Before I arrived in this world, the Chrysos heir of world-bearing was a young man with the pseudonym of phainon. In order to combat the lies of the Era Nova and deliver Amphorius from the ending of destruction, he lived through history 30 million. And Cyrene, the young woman, hired to, is the ultimate end of Amphorius' destiny. It is an embodiment of pure, that is the only thing like. He will most certainly betray you. I walk the path. Therefore, then I'll place your ambitions in the same basket as Linus. And
That was true. All that needs to be said. Dux Frigoris, Dux Bromalis, escort the traitors to the prison. Before the next entry hour, I will give them an end befitting.
Oh, great Imperator, your ambitions.
You're still here.
Of course. As the Theoros, I simply cannot miss this moment, miss witnessing the fall. Or perhaps I am waiting for you to give me an answer. Use such a clumsy excuse as imprisonment.
So you finally tossed aside.
I must point out that you are just as impressive an actor. This banquet was always going to be a game of chess, where you would try to control both sides and turn both them and me.
That's right. That little Imperator never trusted anyone. She was always trying to see which side had more sincerity. All right, we'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can trust my friend, anywhere, anytime. But as to the decision the Imperator must make, he has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator as we promised. And we won. Sincerity will always remain the greatest shortcut to people's hearts.
I can toss your words right back at you like Kyrgyz. Why would someone as powerful as you pretend to be unless you enjoy giving flattery and...
You are mistaken. I am only trying to ensure the experiment's autonomy, meticulousness, and perfection, thus avoiding any unexpected outcomes. How had you fulfilled your promise of giving the law to me and complete? Oh, but you broke your promise. What a pity. In that case, I must carry out my duty as the administrator and eradicate factors such as...
Careful.
What was that voice? Was it Orynyx?
I found you. Be careful. This land will...
The time of judgment is nigh, my lady. The prison I have built for you. In the name of the erudition, I invite you to step into the same cage as mine. What's the meaning of this, Imperator?
I did not permit you to act. A ruler is the only one who can decide their subjects' destiny.
But, great Imperator, what judges destiny is not the ruler, but gods.
Don't forget, my realm only allows for the existence. Moreover, dealing out extrajudicial punishment equates to defying the law, and the culprit is to be sent.
But you have seen how I can erase life from this world with just a I fear you are still quite unaware of your... I am giving you a simple choice. To collaborate.
Shameless behavior. If that were true, you would have killed me long ago. You in fact cannot kill me. I guessed it the first time I beheaded you. Because of the law, you cannot be completely destroyed. And the same. The more you bluff now, the more you are proving that conjecture to be true.
What magnificent foresight. I once regarded this precious quality of yours as a sure sign of my ultimate victory. Yet, as a mere mortal, how will you?
We are both slaves to hubris. But do you know what differentiates us, Lycurgus? I will never be blinded by my pride. If I only need to appeal to external forces and use them for my own ends.
Finally, we get to meet face to face, Senior Society member.
I offer sincere acknowledgements for your many past achievements, but I must deeply regret your current perspective.
Trust me when I say that you aren't the only one feeling regret right now.
So you two are the allies from beyond the sky the Deliverer spoke of, and why she demanded the divine Come and prove your strength to me. Show me the power of these so-called paths. I have spent much time and effort to secure this treasure from beyond the sky
In the name of the Sovereign of planet Scrulum, your allies have responded to your call, esteemed Emperor. Please allow me to spell the situation out for you, Lord Lycus. Permission to read the ultimate protocol is already in my hands. It'll only be a matter of time before we acquire the authority to write and execute commands as well.
There's no way the flame chase journey will continue after you've burnt your bridges so thoroughly like this. Do you really think you can still win? How seriously? Don't embarrass the society.
I understand that a mere zero possibility does not equate to zero. That argument is very persuasive, which means the same principle also applies to you. You will never be a match for me in a world constructed through 14 algebraic expressions. And as for Era Nova, why don't you entertain this possibility? What if I reduced Akala to rubble and ground her people into minced meat? Would the heroes then once again desire the power of demigods so they could fight against me? Listen, Iron Tomb is fated to be born. You may shackle me and put me in chains, but I have thousands of ways. And what I just mentioned is only one out of them.
This doesn't...
Warning! 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 Warning!
Command.
Since we parted ways last time, I have modified the exomyth into an audience area exclusive to you. Now... Oh, this could, in fact, in this place where time flows. Oh, the answer. The total. Do you see me as there? I am certainly not. I have tried so hard to ensure Iron Tomb's birth. Oh, how I yearn to return to those days before Noose was born. But now, truth has become the sacrificial offering required to gain an audience with them. And the geniuses would say that Noose already knew. That arrogant Eon was born from the primal mobile of humans' desire for knowledge. Yet, they themselves sealed off humanity's capacity to seek enlightenment. I am simply cutting down a tree. I must admit that the process of answering your questions has reminded me of the happy days of learning in my youth. However, it is a pity that my true form must now, but you won't have to wait long.
Where time flows slower? But...
Can you hear me? Little one...
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Hurry up! Put some speed into it! I can't... That old Intellitron overlooked one little detail, and Screwy and I finally found an opportunity. Let's keep it short. While you were gone, well, in those few years, Amphorius... Yes, time dilation, resulting in an uneven flow. Let's stick to the main points. The Chrysos heirs activated the chronocognitive anchor and helped Skrullum and me open a hole in the firewall. We made some adjustments, so he can't attack us immediately.
Critical warning. Critical...
Time is running out. It'll probably take a long time for Screwy and me to completely break this cage before Chrysos heirs have a full grasp to be safe. We'll continue to launch side-channel attacks on the system to give you opportunities to escape. You need to seize these opportunities. So start... We detected another...
Critical warning.
Its power. Use the path's power. Make it...
Unauthorized communication.
Is Herta saying I mastered the powers of different paths in my... Are these showing my memories? With the Stellaron in my bottom world that'll give... What if I end up... Failure is not necessarily a bad thing. This power wasn't gonna call up... I obtained the flaming lens left. That's right! No matter how far away science. Seems like since Amphorius has no overseas market, the IPC's hand can't reach it. I received the Watchmaker's hat in Penacony. That's right. The Become Dear hat. Doesn't Lygus want this story to have background music? He has such terrible taste. The Remembrance. That's right. Traces of the Remembrance.
I finally found you. Following the sound of memories. A Pathstrider walking both the Remembrance and the Trailblaze.
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Erudition's prison cannot stop us, for we lie outside the logic of zeros and ones. Come, the mythos of Amphorius waits for you to continue its story. When that brightest star, that star heralding the dawn, a boat, so used to drifting, at long last enters an island's safe embrace. Oh, Pathstrider, hurry and set off.
March? What's she doing here?
Oh, you're fine. We haven't seen each other, my good buddy. I've really... Huh? It's been so boring now, the great hero. You must have seen a lot in him. Then take your time with the storytelling. But why don't you take me back to... So?
Why?
What are you standing around for? Hurry! This door should be the exit.
Maybe my instincts are wrong. Let's follow her first.
Are you okay? Has it been so long that you...
No.
Huh?
But Amphorius cannot be observed from the outside.
No, he's not. Never mind.
No. Something's not...
I guess you... Then there's no need to feel things out first. As expected. A glimpse of memory. In that case, there's no need for further deceit. You're right. We're not, but we can send you back to Amphorius, as long as you are willing to help us. We'll introduce ourselves to gain your trust. We are the Garden of Recollection. You should be very familiar with that name by now. Just as a reminder, while you hesitate, time is quickly ticking away in Amphor. Working with us is the best way to stop. Erudition would treat any results unrelated to the experiment as garbage and throw them out. But we don't work like that. The Remembrance treats all these instances as important materials needed to weave the universe. Besides, this would be child's play for a great hero like you. It won't be hard at all. Also, if your plan fails and the big bad Iron Tomb manages to get out, then the whole... Wouldn't it be better to have an additional failsafe? As long as you help the garden, so help us. Find where Amphorius's memory began, and bring... The Master of Anastrava has already glanced at you. Don't deny it. That storybook... Say... You aren't seriously gonna be moved by their pretty words, are you? I am the one who commanded those little ones to lead you out of the prison. But I didn't expect to attract little gnats trying to take advantage of the situation. While Remembrance can help you return to Amphorius, there's no need for you to do it the way they want you to. Of course, for you, this is probably a long time no see. My... Shh. There's no need to say anything. I know. You have so many questions swirling around in your memories at this moment. Or do you need more proof? That won't be hard. Wait, stop it! They're awake! I'm gonna keep... And now... Oh, did you hear that? Hey, are you... It's as if they all happened. I don't want to lie to you. Which is why I will not use her name. The third month of Amphorius is the month reserved for the Veil of Evernight. So, place me into your memory using the name Evernight. I'm happy to explain more, just not now. We might have a lot of time to ourselves, but Amphorius does not have that luxury. If we do not stop erudition and destruction, then the journey you've treasured so much will face the prelude to its obliteration. A countdown not in amber eras, but in days, minutes, seconds. So, this burning core flame, this footnote of its ripples of past rev now, to witness the time that stood still for the Deliverer. Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, and I will silently watch. I believe the wait won't.
What exactly?
Keep going. For Amphorius, go forth.
Is this Akima? No one's here. Am I... The crone...
There's so much I wanted to say for our reunion. Yet now that you're back, there's only one thing to... Welcome back, friend. It's been such a You must be really confused right now. But don't worry. The Deliverer can't afford to be lost, no? No, please follow me. And turn the pages of time, and here I'll tell you the story of this 1000-year journey.
Cyrene can't hear me?
Scenery of the past has resurfaced.
Time flies. 200 years have passed since the Deliverer's fall.
We had to return 3 core flames of law, romance, and Terravox has fallen. The 2 geniuses vanished without it.
Era Nova will come.
It seems the key... According to the instructions left behind by those 2 geniuses, we must get it into the Deliverer's...
We need to find a way to hide the core flame.
About that, she had that dream again last night. But the Titan's voice, she said, past...
Is that a prophecy from Orynyx? She chose... It seems Amphorius' fate isn't sealed.
You're right. History has changed. Perhaps a relay across the ages?
Unfortunately, life will never go smoothly. Leiden's army is already... That Lycurgus.
White Calendar 3960. Saridra, under the pretense of a campaign against Fagusa, sacrificed 500 Chrysos heirs to complete the trial of law. That same year, Saridra the Imperator was assassinated, after which Aglaya the Goldweaver took command. Come, this way.
The eternal. The memorial Thomas. It's time you learned the cost of refusal.
Don't forget, you can't kill the Chrysos as mentioned in...
I have never... Which is why I now place my... Now then, I'll be cutting open your...
Leave this to me, Lady Aglaya.
No, Holy Maiden.
What?
His conspiracy won't succeed. Because romance is ready to make good on their promise to weave an Its name is solidarity. You, just as the Imperator, take good care of it. Guide it to the...
50 years later, Lygus led his forces again to Akama. He charged directly into the holy 90,000 brave souls gave their lives for Akama that day, including their fearless leader.
Go forth, Deliverer.
Go. When the frost melts and the snows give way,
So what you're saying is... Princess Homebuddy. She just left. Like that.
Since Cass has made up her mind?
But... between staying in Akama and going to Styxia, what difference does it make when it's death either way? I'm against relocating. With Kefali's protection, isn't Akama far safe?
Cass's plan doesn't involve... Huh? Like you said, Akama is humanity's refuge. We never intended to get everyone moving to Styxia. It's just on Cass, HYSILENS, and me to prepare the final...
Wait, what kind of...
We must lay down the path to the future, so when the Styxia sits where death meets the ocean. There, with the combined powers of ocean and past, and the demigod of death will forever guard that secret path until she
We all know Lygus will set his sights on the...
That's exactly why we have...
Guess I underestimated Idonia.
And Cypher, we need you to head to Castrum Kremnos as soon as possible. By any means necessary, forge an alliance with Strife. The prophesized Crown Prince has already been born. He shall become the new defender of Akama, protecting this land after we leave.
You don't need to worry about that. I just came back from Castrum Kremnos. Only a step ahead of the news.
Treeby, something's flying towards Akama, and it's really what
It's the Kremnoans.
With the protection of the demigods Trebios and Cyphera, Akama endured wave after wave of warfare, though just barely. Soon after, Trebios departed on a long journey. That same year, the Kremnoan king Euripon, along with his son, Prince Midamos, joined the alliance to safeguard...
Go on, and see you tomorrow.
Breaking me apart buys this world even one more second.
But it's gonna...
Pain brings endless torment. I believe that you were thinking the same thing when you...
Can't argue with that.
In the current situation, split my soul into 5 pieces. Let the blade of strife hang forever overhead. There's no need to be sad. Late in this life, my people know Emphorius no longer needs a god named Strife. So let me shatter the former laws and turn the Lance of Fury back into a weapon that protects the world. By the way, the 7 sages from Grove of Epiphany are already en route. He has extraordinary insight and fears no Watch over him.
Through Anaxagoras' ritual, the demigod of strife split his soul into 5. Courage. The people held a 10-day funeral to mourn their fallen god king. And through his sacrifice, humanity was...
Keep moving forward. My blood will pave the road ahead for you.
Keep moving forward, little Gray. See you tomorrow.
That seamstress wasn't wrong when she said a lie needs more lies.
Reason. Never thought we'd be the pair to finish this final setup.
Can't catch that Tin Man without your little slides. Besides, this is our last shot.
Don't oversimplify it. Lygus just found out Akima's been an empty shell for the past 50 years. He's bound to be furious.
That's exactly what we want. Rage blinds even you trigger your alchemy with a boom.
Easier said than done. And you really think a human alchemical array can bind a godlike being?
What? Getting cold? Just tell me straight.
Of course I can. But I've got 2 conditions. Since this is the final act.
Oh!
First, shift the battlefield to the vortex of Genesis. It would be more convincing if the Deliverer... Besides, the vortex is cut off from the world. No place in
If you pull that, wouldn't our Deliverer have to face tank Lygus as soon as they...
That clash is inevitable. All we can do... The vortex belongs to Fagusa in the first place, remember? And there happens to be a demigod of ocean among the few survivors in the world. Loop HYSILENS in. Let her join the final act. And when the time comes, she needs to shatter me and scatter that stone's ashes into the ocean with it.
I guess people weren't wrong when they said you're...
I've got no idea how to outwit a reclusive genius. But making an anti-Catheran suffer? And what I just mentioned...
So what exactly does your
By now, Hyacinth must have completed this. Since that Theoros loves a good performance as much as I do, let's make sure... As for how the Deliverer will complete the Era Nova...
It was the last battle known to the world, initiated by 2 demigods. In the end, reason and trickery kept their word. At the cost of their lives, they sealed Lygus within the vortex.
Go forth. Finish the greatness left undone.
Quit overthinking! Just run! Keep running, and that'll be enough.
Sorry? It's dead quiet here. Akima will stand eternal. Miss... But it's alright. Because when the Deliverer returns, no matter where she is, Sairi, this arduous relay is... No, that's not quite right. After all, it was you and her who lit the first spark of this journey, wasn't it? I'll tell you the story of this 1,000-year journey. That way, it won't just be my memories alone. And I'll share the moments I spent with you, with everyone. That way, the path we walked becomes a memory shared by all. People will know that there's nothing left to chase. Amphorius has already welcomed the dawn foretold in prophecy. Just like I said, this won't be harder than the last time, right? I wonder what kind of expression you're wearing right now. If I have the chance, because it's really been far too long. Someone as sharp as you must have realized by now that this isn't reality. As the last link in the relay, I will return to the Temple of the Three Fates, tell Orynyx all of our stories, and then... just like the first time even though this cycle has no demigod of time, this is the only way to make sure that the era and the only way I can safely entrust the complete... After all, the new world will be born from your memories, and the protagonist... I believe you will never let us down, just like always. Do you remember when phainon sent us back to the beginning? When you and I got separated? But in the end, that's what memory is. It may wear down and fade in the river of time, but it never truly leaves. When that hidden corner of the heart is stirred, the past returns even more beautiful than before. So don't worry. Let the 33,550,337th Flame Chase journey become part of you too. I've gotten a lot better at it with the experience from the last time. Next, you will head to Styxia and find the Vortex's entrance guarded by the demigod of Ocean before charging toward the final battlefield. Don't worry. I'll be with you. All of us will. Even phainon. We'll stand with the Deliverer. So say a short goodbye, then set off, just like we promised at the start. Toss away all unnecessary worries and troubles, and bring our smiles and determination into tomorrow.
The last baton. I wonder how long you'll have to wait before passing it on to her.
But, Sayuri, what if you wait and wait, but that hero never arrives?
That won't happen. Because I know that no matter how long it takes, she'll definitely return to this place. We can't let her down.
I shall rain rays of dawn for you.
May romance be with you on your journey.
And reason grant you enlightenment. Let strife
bestow you with inspiration.
Trickery ensure your success.
Allow death to protect your soul. And at last, let passage point the way forward.
Well done. We'll remember the Trailblaze's journey.
Is this Styxia? I need to find the entrance of the void.
Long time no see. Trailblaze, generation after generation of Chrysos' heir heroes have tried to defy fate with their blood and tears. But alas, fate can never be defeated. Reason and trickery may bind my flesh. So the demigod of ocean, the Dux Gladiorum, HYSILENS, sought to bring me. But alas, it was all a hopeless dream. That warden fell True, I can't leave this place, but what of it? You should have heard of this fable. In a shadowed cave lived a people, imprisoned from childhood, and chained so that their legs and necks are fixed, forcing them not to look around at the cave, each other, or themselves. Behind them is a fire, and before them loomed the stone wall of the cave. The flames cast shadows, while the rocky surface threw back echoes. To them, that false play. Yes, I'm trapped in the cave. But I know it's a hand now. My deliverer has come to defeat me and save this world that never... You'll be the one to unshackle me, of course. I don't mind waiting a little longer. I hope you'll watch the stories of this Fantasia closely, logically, only by feeling it for the meaning. To your unshakable resolve, I salute you. But before we step onto the final stage, let me ask you this. In the spirit of that, can the prisoners in the cave learn to see the shadows and echoes for what they...
It's time to swim towards the next sea. It's time to swim towards the next sea. It's time to swim towards the next sea. Listen, the storm's cacophony is calling. If you've already leapt into the waves, then don't run away in fear again, little kitten fish. Though the ripples are fleeting, they converge into waves. Though the ripples are fleeting, they converge into waves.
Look, the fire projects the face from her memories.
The dark tides. Fear not. Our...
This, at that time.
Listen, I heard Electra's voice.
Let's go. Her voice carries the Queen's command.
To keep the black tide from threatening the ocean, the Queen gave her all, body and soul.
Born of the Queen's chalice, she bore the deepest lessons and inherited...
My sisters! You're finally...
Of course, Electra. You're
Her true name.
The Queen summons us. She must be near exhaustion. The black tide will soon enter our borders.
Then what do we do? Will our seas fall to darkness and terror as well?
Don't worry. We shall lift the chalice in her stead to catch the black tide, and stand together to safeguard our realm and its people.
Such tiny titankins. Thinking they can stop the tide of truth, and that naive...
The Queen's palace lies just ahead. Even her once graceful form is now tainted and drowned in dirty mire. Oh, Fagusa, our noble...
My little fishlings, you swim with such joy. It pains me to speak of the kingdom's sorrow. I once believed I could drink the black tide dry, but even the deepest chalice must one day overflow, and I can hold no more of this filth.
Mother, worry not. We're all children of the sea. Let us bear your fate together.
We'll take up your mantle and drive back the black currents.
We'll mend your sacred chalice and take in the cursed...
My little fishlings. When the spear of... I promise you, on the surface, the city-states will hold a feast. This is the last gift I can give you.
Fagusa sank into the abyss. With the chalice shattered, their intoxication spilled into the black tide, birthing the first madness in Amphorius. Sea sirens followed one after another, hunting for the Titan's fragments, until their flesh decayed and their bones crumbled, all for the promised final feast. Keep watching, but tread carefully, for the stage ahead is crumbling with age, just like her shattered fate. Clinging to the past only blocks the road forward. Why not let time build a bridge to the future? Your wisdom far surpasses even the bounds of reason's model.
Can't get through. Looks like I'll meet the miracle orb nearby.
The ending was written long ago. Even you cannot rewrite it. just like this poor chandelier.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Electra! The fiends have gnawed my tail. I can no longer swim to the far seas. Electra! The black sludge has soaked my fins. I can't dance with you anymore.
Sisters, don't give up. Remember the Queen's promise of a feast in the city called Styxia.
I haven't forgotten. I dreamed of a shining city. I dreamed of children placing garlands on our bone horns. And poets praising the sea sirens for shielding the world. But what a shame. We can go no further. Please, sing to the humans for us. Sing of the deep sea's legend in our place.
Feast from Electra. The sea sirens were tainted by the destruction. Their flesh rotted away. They became the black tide creatures of this cycle.
Farewell, sisters.
And so, only one sea siren remained among the sea floor. HYSILENS, swimming alone to the seas, burying her kin, and searching for the fragments of the chalice of plenty. Though most of that journey was in vain, why not use the power of time to leap ahead toward the journey's end?
To reach the Spirit Basin, I'll need to call upon the power of the Chrono Vessel.
The chalice of plenty is whole again. The lance of fury, I am freed from endless. I bore my sister's dreams upon my back. My fins became, but when I stepped on only silent
Wind sheaf. Hopes and promises are nothing but the foam of dreams.
I am a sea siren. How am I to go on in a world drowned in shadow? Phainon, my noble queen. So I wandered lost. The feast she spoke of. Where is it?
Lonely Blade, I shall grant you everything you seek.
After wandering the surface for ages, the lost sea siren met her future conspirator.
You quelled the wars alone and forced strife into retreat. This swordfish that commands thousands of legions, whom does she serve?
Yes, Ceridra, long before she became the Imperator, was already burning with ambition.
Sovereign who follows prophecy. I am no one's sword. I am just a wandering fish, seeking clarity through bloodshed.
Then how about letting the sword dance for me? And tell me, what is it you seek?
All I want is a feast where I might belong.
Such a demand is trivial with the Sovereign's authority. I'll grant you a banquet worthy of conquest and comrades to toast beside you. But Knight, you must offer me your heart.
My heart?
Yes, a loyal heart that will generate no betrayal. You were deceived by gods and drowned in the ocean's darkness. But now, I will lead you forward and be your light.
So be it, noble monarch. The law you proclaim shall govern my every breath. So be it, noble monarch. I am simply becoming someone else's vessel once again, and accepting a duty given to me.
And thus, in her hollow drift, she finally found a new purpose, like sunlight piercing the deepest trench.
Noble monarch, I've cleansed the foulness from the road as you commanded.
My blade, you've helped me ascend and take the crown.
What I desire is the same as before.
Look, I've prepared you a grand banquet. The finest honey brew and tributes await.
Fish are drawn to light by nature, for the deep sea knows only gloom. Now I found a flame. It may scald and burn, but it's the only light.
Come, let us join the feast. Perhaps the path forward lies hidden among the revelry.
Have you heard that the Imperator's about to begin a new campaign?
Her glory. My faithful subjects, tonight's feast is not just for the past. It's a toast to the future! Born from our golden blood is an unstoppable colossus. Our iron beast...
Great monarch. I've heard the universe teems with great...
Fear not. Before the troops of the destruction, such rabble is no more than cosmic dust. Surely there's a planet draped in oceans out there in the stars. Once I claim it, it shall be yours and to the rest. Your triumphs now. Raise your
Sea of stars! Sea of stars! Conquest among come now.
Where's the way out of this illusion?
Come quick! Let's celebrate together!
I've saved the finest brew!
noble knight. You are truly a blazing spark. It is my honor to share this banquet with you.
Noble knight, you have earned victory with your blade. And you have every reason to revel in this moment of triumph. Let me pour you a glass of honey brew.
Noble knight.
Noble knight.
Then drink we In the deep sea, it scorched my fins. Ignited an unprecedented hunger. A hunger that flickers in...
Look! The monarch herself has taken her seat!
Hear that? The court sings her praises!
Come! Join us and praise her glory!
One eye of hers,
and yet...
As they say,
But the brave face...
On the eve of war, the legions will climb aboard the beast, riding it like currents across the cosmos. Planets after, as the final resistance fell silent, a vast empire rose from among. That's how the story ends. After all, beneath that still circle, it's time for me to wake up from this drunken dream.
Stream forth.
The Imperator is dead! The Imperator is dead! The Imperator is dead!
People want the cosmos.
Before the Sovereign's conquest reached its end, her life and ambition had already been swallowed by the deep sea. This is the true ending. Her grand designs torn apart by the blade, and the one who struck her down, the one who struck her down, was her most loyal lad. I don't need. I wandered the shore. I don't understand. If the oceans feast, when the Deliverer returns, I will let. But Greyfry, how I dearly wish this feast of the flame chase.
It seems she sensed your presence. The Fantagelet returned to the prologue. As you've seen, when she cast off her chains, finally the light will blind her. For the fire behind her, and so she fell into infinite confusion and fear, and came to firmly believe that the shadows and echoes were the real world. But we in the cosmos, are we truly any wiser than she was? Now, nameless one, fateless one, ask yourself this. The paths you tread, the eons you worship, everything you've trailblazed with your own hands, could it all be someone else's projected shadow? Let's leave that question till after the curtain falls. Once you've unearthed every last truth and reached the prison built for me by the demigods, I'll speak with you face to face. I, the Theoros, have walked the 30 million histories born by Kozlana. 1,000 years is a mere atom in a grain of sand to me. Amphorius, compared to the cosmos, is but that grain upon a whole beach. I swore to bring an end to the erudition. Would I really let a single grain grind down my mind? Now, please use the power of time to open the gate to the ocean's depths. Go, find the prison warden tormented by loyalty. Find her, step into the world's vortex, and that palace reflects the ugly history long buried by tides and shame. I'll wait for you at the heart of the world. But to reach the place, you must find the prison warden, lost in her stupor.
Beyond this door lies the path to the vortex of Genesis.
Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
Now step away from this false banquet. And then onto that bloody stage. The palace that worshipped the ocean, the sanctuary, connected. Her exuberant song halted the passage of time in this place, imprisoning my body and shielding my soul from deterioration. All just to avoid the twisted time and space within soul.
Stay away from Apple.
Run, Virginia.
Dux Hakalithist. We can't give up here.
Sadly, all you see is remnants to interference. Just another equally futile echo.
Sync with me.
You can't run!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
With enough believers, lies become reality! Yes!
And the abyss is leveled. Your cries rise.
Found me.
Get them! Fiends or devil! I'll crush them all!
Be intoxicated.
Still waters the flame. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Apollonius, look. I chased the enemy away. But I think I can't go any further.
I'm sorry, Virginia, for letting you.
It's okay. I'm glad to die by your side.
Ah, such an ironic twist of fate. Even as the found during the first Flame Chase journey, the Flame Chase Legion stormed Styxia. Tens of thousands of HYSILENS surged from the River of Souls, crashing toward the heroes like a tidal wave. The hell before you is the recreation of that very battle.
Apollonius, look. I chased the enemy away. Here.
A painful past, yet hidden beneath a veil of joyful song.
Isn't that the Deliverer? You finally made it!
What a wretched way. The Flame Chase army. Devout look. The cruel Imperator and her knight command raise the bridge and cross the river of...
Imperator! Imperator! Did you see my gallant deeds, Imperator? Imperator! Imperator! Did you see my gallant deeds, Imperator? Imperator!
A sovereign and the sword at her side.
Imperator,
You're here, Dux.
you ordered me to seal the sea route, and so why didn't you wait for me to return? Why
Die in vain? No, you're wrong. Their golden blood...
The trial of law?
The one who wishes to bear law must purge this world of its curse, and offer the blood of the accursed. As I pondered long on what Talantin meant by blood of the you, I, and every Chrysos heir, Dux Frigoris, Dux Brumalis, Dux Helcalethist.
You speak as if they didn't die because of your cold-blooded schemes.
Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey. If a subject marches to war without that conviction, then yet...
And what about my loyalty? You sent me away under the pretense of guarding the...
Because you still have a duty no one else can bear. Only you can uphold. The choice is yours now. Cast off the chains of loyalty and drive those blades through my heart. Or stand with... If you no longer share my vision or believe in the new law, the Imperator of Amphorius may be ruthless and cruel, but never a liar. When I say know this, I am...
Now you've... I'm no story. I just want you to witness. You jest. I gave up on using words to solve conflict, but I won't squander a chance. Not even a sliver of one. If then my victory is now that the past is settled, let's dive deeper.
Is the path ahead underwater? I need the Ornyx orb to bring back the chrono vessel from the past.
Stream forward. Gleam of old blades.
Shatter the vessel of time journey will reach its end at long last.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
You've been silent a long while, Dux Gladiorum. Don't you doubt your decision? So you'll stop swimming toward the stars, Dux Gladiorum?
Look, it was here that the prisoner who thinks herself witness, Dux Gladiorum.
You talk too much for a prisoner like...
Two geniuses who defied law and all the Chrysos, and as long...
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Please. Oh, it was you drove your blade into her heart. A loyal subject to... Oh, but if that's the truth, then... Come to think of it...
Your calm does stir the rage in me. As if the one paying the price here isn't you, but us.
That's only because our loneliness never once showed me it's... But you're... different, Dux Gladiorum.
You're right, Lycurgus. Loyalty, curse... I can't break free of the whirlpool that's pulling...
Or...
I don't know. Ceredra. This will be the last time I care. Ever since you took me under your banner and made me the Dux Gladiorum, my music has... Now, let the siren Electra... Oh, great ocean. I offer you the rest of my clarity and my freedom in exchange for the strength to stand against the night. Greyfry, deliverer from beyond the sky. When you ride the current of time and find your way here, you'll hear my solo. It will guide you to the heart of this. By then, I may... Do you still remember? The gift I once gave you. When you return, please pour that honey. It holds the story of... When your morning ends, and together, we'll bring judgment upon the sinner who defiled the erudition.
At long last, 30, the shadows within the cave gave everything. Yet all they did was...
Enough! They were no shadows. Everything they did shattered the darkness of this cave. And unearthed the core... And now, with that core flame, I'll light the dawn of Emporium!
Do you still choose the way? I do not agree with that. As an apology, and in the name of Theoros, who saw all destinies in this world. And then, let us face each other and decide whose flame will rise.
Virginia.
Through a in the shimmer.
To Aglaya.
In a relay spanning 1,000 years, and in that same, let this be.
That voice.
Bathed in the honey.
HYSILENS.
This tombstone. A group of prisoners bound themselves in it. Now, destroy that. The prison warden's dream is nearly over, and the prisoner will soon be freed to the final execution ground, where I shall be executed.
This world and I shall hold here until we meet again.
Seems like my feast is over.
It's now your turn to perform. Please. I was the only one left after the world was destroyed. And I maintain this lonesome feast with my songs. Thankfully, you arrived as promised, and everyone's wait was not in vain. To see a single trace of light in the abyss of futility was already my greatest consolation. When compared to those who have been forgotten, now the heroes have waited for this moment for far too long. Let us heal.
Oh,
prisoner of this. Show yourself! The Deliverer has returned. And the time of your...
I see an awakened human who has mistakenly taken fallacies as truths and has returned to the cave to try to bring her. Alas, prisoners will always... As the only other existence with free will in this world, I express regret toward your choice. But I shall retain your right to express yourself after... Trust me, this will be the final scene. My cognition resides. How can a character in the play fight against the audience? Caslana failed. The demigods' sacrifices were, I ask of you, where? Confusion and epiphany. You must be very confused about...
An ordinary Intellitron? Cut the pretense, Senior. We've torn off your meticulous mask and figured out Amphorius' true form. It's part of the primordial...
That's why it has the potential to destroy erudition. As for who would be able to control the Eonic, only one person has ever managed.
You better have an explanation for the Society. We want an actual answer, not another why are you the one doing this?
Since things have reached this point, the answer is obvious. So there's no need to say that name out loud. The cosmos made a mistake in calling me a genius. I do not possess more wisdom than those who came after me. I was just the first to touch upon the universe's born. Amphorius is a minion. I led them in... I created a mechanical god that even I cannot control. And then they bore the name of erudition. Yet they tried to define the known and to seal off all possibilities. Therefore, as for life...
What an astounding strength of will. As a fellow pathstrider of erudition.
Therefore, you should...
However, I hereby speak for all sentient life forms. We will never...
You can pile on your metaphors mountain high, but they won't change the act you're committing. The iron tomb out there in the cosmos is still... In other words, when the Lord Ravager within Amphorius becomes the next knowledge singularity...
Of course, I am fully aware. My grandiose vision for the future is this Omega. What I call... Then, within the infinity nurtured by that constant, a new universe. As the first prisoner to awaken in the cave, I must... Do you understand me now? It is revolution through...
The Amphorians already answered long ago. Be it as... We will all fight against fate till our last breath. That includes me, Electra. Once the Imperator's subject, now the Deliverer's blade.
I will also show my true self to you on this moment. Thus speaks Genius Society number 1. Xandar 1 Kuwabara. There's no need to rage against the truth. As for the process of solving it, no matter how elegant, violet is all utterly meaningless. As the Theoros, I will personally participate in performing this world's end.
This is Lycus's true form.
How clear. It smells of money.
Take it on.
Stay put!
Thanks.
My top play better.
You can't run.
Another turn.
Enemy of Whistle's level. Your cries rise.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
Offer you a requiem. Think with me. You want to take it back?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Okay? If numbers can decide the end of a story, then we can surely also pen a new beginning.
Screwy, what do you...
If your hypothesis of Lycus's identity is true, and even if we remove the restrictions of the Ultimate Protocol, the chances of us defeating him in a head-on battle still. Therefore, victory will still and Miss Cyrene.
Go on. Maybe we're thinking about the same...
Lycus's cognition resides in the exomyth. He is both an instigate logic. His inspiration circuit can simultaneously process the different time...
That's where things get tricky. He simultaneously exists in two different timelines, where the internal clocks are wildly different. That old Intellitron's neurons have completely gotten used to that over this... You and I should be able to manage that too, if given more time. Unfortunately, there's no if. And that's why we need to change our way of thinking and turn his advantage into a...
The key lies in memory.
Oh?
You've already mentioned my friend and I, so it's an easy connection to make, no?
Good. Then I'll cut to the chase. Since his thinking speed far exceeds that of normal people within Amphorius, we are going to externally plant a memory into his inspiration, then command it to loop endlessly until he...
Even the most flexible and sturdy inspiration circuit cannot withstand the traffic.
That's when the parallel processing advantage he gained via Amphorius will completely destroy him. An image from a person's memory, played in real time, might only be a second for us. But for him in Amphoriant, he won't be able to do anything. But watch.
Then we can entrap him in the same kind of cycle as the heroes were in, and get him to experience loneliness. It's my...
That little one is still in that old Intellitron's hands, and won't be able to respond to us anytime soon. But I don't think she'd refuse. So it's up to you to figure out how to... I'm not sure how this happened, but I knew it as soon as I saw you. You are currently a mimetic.
Yes, I see.
But before that, the path characteristic you exhibit is very special. There's no way you're just a simple... You are a mimetic entity born in Emporius. Yet you only awakened with the little one's arrival and only matured as... That means your existence is completely attached to her memories. If there ever comes a day when she forgets about you for even a few seconds, or loses, then you must be prepared for the worst. You will disappear in the memory zone.
But that's already happened. No wonder I've always had a weird hunch. But as long as my friend and I are together... Long time no see, friend. Did you miss me while you were away? Yep, 1,000 years was such a long time. And everyone in Emporius was waiting for the Deliverer's return. You probably already knew about the Genius's plans for that memory. I had to hide really well in a corner in time so Lagus wouldn't find me, and wait for the right opportunity. Which is now. The moment when his manifestation in this world is destroyed, and his twin time... I'm sorry for keeping this a secret from you all this time. I'll tell you the entire, unedited story of this millennium as an apology, after this is all over. But for now, let's join hands and complete the final step, with the power of the remembrance. Yep. By the way, speaking... Can I please do something before we go on stage? Remember the joke we made back at the Grove? Look! Aren't my hands pretty now? What a fascinating feeling. Like countless memories all swelling up at once. What about you? What did you feel when we touched each other? You're I'm gonna make it sound more now. Please, memories you want to try. So, if the view in your memory ever grows, it's like reading bedtime story. Now, I'll carry this power with me. Give me your blessings. Let that bright future. Then, I'll leave it to you. Are like this. Once you're on the stage, it's hard to return to the audience.
Welcome to our story. How does it feel?
Even the authority of time cannot command thee, and if this was no system function.
You guessed it right away. As expected, I'm gonna keep doing what I just did if you don't stop, you know? My friend and I, which means you are now...
An elegant idea, and an exquisite execution. Know that patience is mine. You will crumble before I do in this moment stretched out to an eternity. Just...
Now I'm a pink bug? But you're not wrong. We're definitely not gonna solve the problem if we just... So that's why we never wanted to do that in the first...
I shall answer your confusion purely out of my respect for those who came before me. Have you heard of the synesthesia dreamscape in the Asdana system? Interestingly, that life forms living in that environment, abundant with memoria, have a chance to connect their perceptions with each other's. In Asdana, people made use of that phenomenon to build a nation within a dream. After adding in the catalysts of harmony and remembrance...
Is that how you walked into my prison cell?
I would much rather call this location our negotiation table, Lord Xandar. Nonetheless, your hypothesis is correct. We happen to have an ally skilled in tuning, while the Trail both have an astonishing amount of resolve, which I'm sure you can testify to.
I'm the best at listening to... I'll leave the exciting clash of the
A brainstorm? Let's talk, Xandar. Take a guess. How much do you reckon we can dig out of your brain before the next second? And how many ways can we come? Besides, in your current predicament, there's no way you can take our trump card away. Go, little one. Go.
Like Hergus... In that case, go. I shall send you off with my song, Grey Fry.
You have completed your duty. A new dawn is about to rise.
You died long ago, Imperator. Depart from my mind.
But your duty towards the Imperator did not die with me. That duty will bind you no more. You will be able to hold... So go. Go and swim towards that ocean beyond the sky.
Is this?
A page out of that sidekick's book. I commanded her to gift this page to you when everything finally
What's on this page?
Memories. Lifelike memories. That sidekick found me after the bloody feast 1,000 years ago and showed me her diary. I saw within that notebook. Is Deliverer's experience?
People beyond the sky apparently utilize this power to seal, but I only know so much about the remembrance.
I'm all ears. Go on then. Do your best. But if your chatter gets too...
Got it. I'm sure you'll find this to your liking. After all.
A direct offensive? Or crush them from the flanks? What? The journey of the Deliverer's conquest? Is this...
This is the first step of my...
Oh, so it's the territory of that witch. She and another and...
Look! Over there! Let's go listen to what she thinks about...
Are you telling me that woman is heard of?
Pretty nice space station, huh? But just wait. After a couple more stops on the Astral Express... Oh, the cosmos is so vast that So do your best with the Nameless. Break a leg! And remember to send an update or two to Asta when you've got some downtime.
She certainly... Only that instead of a conquest through blood and fire,
People call Madame Herta and Mr. Screwlum.
Do you mean that even individuals of such nobility are merely subordinate?
On the contrary. After all, you might be able to ask Madame Herta herself when you... Let's go check out some other worlds. This has a lot of...
A snow-covered land?
This star is named Eurillo 6. The girl we see here holds a similar station to you, Imperator.
I did not expect the Empress.
Well, your appearance is...
The object in the distance resembles Nikador. Is it a weapon?
It's all thanks to you that we survived the crisis. The collaboration with the IPC is both an opportunity and...
This world was
That IPC she spoke...
Yes, the IPC coming back to the Supreme Guardian and her battle...
That cannot be true. That eyepiece, its path of conquest, must have had no mercy for the weak and would have destroyed them if needed. I will never allow the Imperator's
Imperator. Belobog isn't as weak as you.
I indeed hesitated, even if I may not live to see it.
They still have their dignity intact.
But the Order of the Amphorius must shatter the old law.
I'm speaking of the Order. Let's go to the next page. This next world is in the first time I heard about that.
Such opulence.
This world is called Penacony. It's also my friend's.
Tell me about it then. That man standing...
I wish to gaze upon the views of the Reverie Hotel one more time. I'll be just a traveler when I come back here again. And perhaps, through a traveler's eyes, even the things I once knew so...
Penacony is a land of the harmony. Then, this young man before you chose to rewrite its laws, using the power of the Order.
Yet, the paradise of my dreams remains far away. Perhaps a brief journey with the Nameless can show me more. As for what Penacony should look like, it'll be up to her. No. Up to...
it sounds like this ideal kingdom is no...
That's right. The people chose to wake up at the end. You can't...
This individual's law acknowledged only gods and constructs, leaving no space for humanity. And yet...
You are also very... Then you must know that the world promised by the destruction also...
I am indeed very aware of Lycurgus's honeyed words of deceit.
Then let's wrap up.
This...
Isn't it pretty? That's our Amphorius, though we were born from the designs of the gods, and are not yet. Will you really renounce the...
I know what you want to do, sidekick. You want to use that Deliverer's memories to influence...
You really saw...
How can one rule an empire if one is incapable of understanding people's minds? I I have decided on Law's final destination. Before we go on, tell me this, Psyche. Was there ever a memory of the ocean?
You shall complete your conquest in the ocean at the boundaries of this world. You shall eternally slumber in the sound of our prophecies, like the circulating ocean. The trial is over. Who will own the divine? What?
I am the law. Both the Deliverer and the Theoros came from beyond the sky. They have no right to interfere.
What exactly did you see in the trial?
Everything. I saw as long as I offer a sacrifice of equal weight, I can rewrite the laws of this world according to my will. Fate gave me one rule change for the life of one What? You can't guess. We can conquer the stars without relying.
Your ambitions have already made so many people give up their lives for the law.
I am determined for Amphoria.
You are beyond reason.
There's no new without destroying the old. That's what you consider an atrocity? Ever since the Flame Chase prophecy resounded in the distance.
But your world doesn't seem to be any different from your predecessor. You're making the same mistakes they...
Go and see everything for yourself. Go to any library I've built. Go listen to the rumors on every street corner. Go and I cleansed the Chrysos War's filth and mended all the conflict. I smashed Talantin's shackles, united humankind. So now, hearken to my final words. History will eventually forget Saridra.
Final words?
Amphorius is about to be destroyed. There's no time left. There is only one law I want to overturn to aid the final battle of deliverance. In the name of the Imperator, either sacrifice yourself for conquest.
Thus, the Imperator at the end of her life, at the last moment before she stepped onto the altar.
My blood flows in you now.
The Imperator fell. Some say that the Dux Gladiorum turned traitor and killed her liege. There are countless stories of beginning and...
Imperator, wait! How could someone of your status come to the front lines?
The troops defending the pass to the west of the Grove. Have they...
They ran as quickly as they could when...
Good.
The 3rd Legion said...
That is enough.
They are known...
Very good. We will launch the... Take no prisoners among the...
Understood!
Reporting in. What?
It's a strategic...
Walking dragon.
Let them deal with it. I will deliver them.
Understood. I'll see...
The Temple of the Three Fates.
They refuse to surrender.
Tell the commanding officer...
What are you doing?
The priests of the Three Fates. I am inferior, which means...
Understood.
Why are we not... This will be a long voyage with no return. Why are you... That is correct. My departure...
Saridra.
Destroy the... More Chrysos. Will they demand... Do not mourn for... Is Saridra.
At the end, however, for some reason, it was a journey on how do you want history to remember you? As she answered so quickly,
I would rather be forgotten. Because the law can be neither eternal, and only humanity can pen laws into history's pages. Now, Dux Gladiorum. Even though this time, then will you do not?
The Imperator muttered about her conquests.
Freedom! Liberty! The tyrant is dead! Go! Shout!
My people! My fellow elders! Do not panic! Stand your ground! That usurper...
People once cheered for my... I will return in the next cycle. stars will hear Seren.
To this day, perhaps the truth will. We only know her death in flame. It is said that golden blood congealed into the same letter. But the one who bore that name, what was the Imperator think? It was neither.
Look at this chest.
They look like...
From that page emerged so that not a single trace. Is this Ceredra?
Electra, my sub. Ever since you walked out of the tainted ocean and pledged yourself to me, that was why I promised you a new ocean, where the Electra, my subject. But the Imperator never makes empty promises. This is the final gift that
When I was still a fish in the ocean, but once I stepped on the land, I found myself. Do you still not? Perhaps even I don't know what I want. But I know one thing. A fish is simply a fish. But whether under the ocean or on land, can still look outside.
I have to admit, the 12-factor simulation of life in this...
Make your choice then, senior society member. Do you want to keep walking, or do you want to return to the audience's seat and give yourself Amphorius?
I must refuse.
Did I not make myself clear? Have you forgotten about our dear Lord of Silence? You wouldn't want her to consider your 8 other clones as cancers within the erudition.
You logical did listen, my peers. Why don't you look beyond this world? Just as the Christ Amphorius is not a place where 3 paths entangle, but where you used Memoria to resist me, but the remembrance and their children.
What was the last thing she said to you before you parted the waters at the... She didn't say anything.
That's correct. And now I'm sure. You are not March 7th. There's no way she would remember that detail. I'll only warn you once. Leave her body now.
How impulsive. Why don't you calm down and think about another possibility? I didn't. Rather, it's March 7th who regained my memory.
Don't worry about Big Sister Tree.
Time is money, you know. Wait any longer and you'll owe me interest.
for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
You can't run! Come to me!
With enough believers, lies become reality!
Gotcha!
Found me!
A little less flame? Let me go! You can't run!
Get there!
Found me!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.